A lot of good players now, but we're talking about Lawrence Taylor.
Look, this is a clear pot shot. This is a pot shot because they've already found proof of him comparing J.J. Watt, Willie McGinnis at some point, other NFL player, Jamie Collins when he had him to Lawrence Taylor. This is a pot shot at Khalil Mack, and I'm shocked. Bill Belichick is a guy that gives no one anything from the press box or from the news conference, and he just gave Khalil Mack a little motivation.
He's not worried about Khalil Mack. The thing that I will say about this is, one, Bill Parcells told me a while back that Lawrence Taylor is single-handedly responsible for him being in the Hall of Fame. And secondly, Belichick and Parcells told me that Lawrence Taylor was the only guy that they ever allowed to sleep in a meeting. That's how good LT was, and that's what he means to them. So yeah, I don't look at it as a slight.
Yeah, he's linebacker Jesus. That's like, you know, telling a preacher, yeah, this guy reminds me of Jesus. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's compared J.J. Watt, Jamie Collins.
I was super fortunate to get to do my first sideline gig, the Bears versus the Dolphins, okay? And met
this year?
Last weekend.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, just Sunday in Miami. Okay, met with Khalil Mack. He's amazing, great energy, right? And we sat with Vic Fangio, his DC. We're like, man, this is one of the great defenses in the history of the league. And even he laughed at it. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's 4 weeks in. Let's see how people expose some of our weaknesses. Then I went to the game. Khalil Mack, first one on the field. First player, highest paid player on defense in the NFL. First player on the field. When the game started, he touched the quarterback maybe twice. Like, he's a really good player. He's gotten home 4 consecutive times and gotten strip sacks. It's first time in league history. But I think we need to take a deep breath because Bill Belichick probably watched that tape and was like, look, Khalil Mack's good, but Miami completely took him out of the game as opposed to Lawrence Taylor, who, by his own estimation, you could never take out of the game.
I look at it 2 ways. Bill Belichick never really says much in interviews. And he respects and he thinks of Lawrence Taylor so highly that he was like, hold up, we're going to put this to bed right now.
Yes.
Don't know. He thinks that highly of him, or he doesn't think Khalil Mack is that good. It's either or. Either he thinks very highly of Lawrence Taylor,
it could be both,
or he doesn't think Khalil Mack is that good. Because Bill Belichick, he normally doesn't do these type of things in his interviews.
He went on to say he's big. He said this about Mack. He's big, he's strong, he's got power, he does a good job of power rushing. He's fast enough to get to the edge. He's got good ball awareness. Like,
tell us something we don't know. We all know that.
He will never give bulletin board material. I think
he just did.
This was to elevate what he thinks of LT more than it was a slight against Khalil Mack. You got to know Belichick.
Okay, then how do you explain when asked about J.J. Watt, I think in 2015 and 2017, he was very comfortable. I know they played different positions.
Man, he was clear, like, don't even compare him to Lawrence Taylor. No chance. Like, why would you even ask me that question? What are you thinking?
When Bill Belichick doesn't think you're that good, he gives you all the accolades to build you up. When he thinks you're a very good player, he won't necessarily always recognize you in the clouds with the greatest. You know, so I think he has a respect for Khalil Mack, but I think he has the utmost respect for Lawrence Taylor and what he did for his career.
All right, moving on. Coming up, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.